There we go. There we go. Hey, Acadiana, welcome to another First and 10 post show, week 5 edition.
Absolutely.
Over here, News 10 Sports, Jalen Cavalier, and with me, Double D.
They call me Double D, Dawson D'Amico, D Squared, Dirty Dan, whatever you want to do it. That's how it is. You got Dalford joking over here, but that's what they really call me sometimes, I swear.
So let's get it started. Talk about your games, Dawson, that you went to first.
I was out in New Iberia. We had it was actually a few good games. I mean, a lot of teams had homecoming nights, so I was at I started off at the Nish game. They were playing Karen Crow. Karen Crow was trying to get their first dub of the season. They had it was kind of a slow start at first, and then out of nowhere, Karen Crow, they just blew up. Number 7 on their team, I'm pretty sure he was playing offense, defense, special teams. He was the punt return, the quarterback, kick return.
So
the
everything.
Kicker, he was literally everything. He's like the best athlete on the field, and he was showing it. The way he was able to just be so poised in the backfield. He was finding guys deep, making beautiful throws, and it really it helped them get to the win and finally get their first win of the season over Nish. Nish was on they were 3-1. They lost last week. They were trying to be able to capitalize on Karen Crow being winless this year, but unfortunately, Karen Crow finally got that dub. So, and then after that, I actually went to a little down the road to Catholic New Iberia. They were playing Lake Charles College Prep, and that was a great game. As soon as I showed up, the ball just went in New Iberia's direction the entire time. They had a fumble recovery. Luke Landry, who's their quarterback, I said it in week 1. That kid is legit. He's a senior. He has swagger. He has great ball movement. He has great decision making. And he's just a good leader, it seems like. And you could see it the way he was trying to get the team on his back. And before halftime started, because I showed up 6 minutes before halftime, and they scored 3 touchdowns before the end of the half. So, and they were able to capitalize and be able to move forward and eventually score more points after I left. And they won, and it was homecoming for them. So they're about to have a good night out in New Iberia. Great games. New Iberia always has good games. What about your games this week?
So no homecomings for me this week, but
Okay.
a lot of points on the board for 2 specific teams. I don't want to go into too many details about those wins. We're starting off with Central Episcopal out there in Youngsville, the Blue Gators. They defeated North Vermilion. As soon as I got there, I literally pulled up touchdown. They scored. I was like, oh my God, let me hurry up and get in this game. It was a touchdown. It was
Of course
already
you missed it.
Of course. It was already up 8-0, so I got in. North Vermilion went for the 4th down, didn't get it. AES they faked me out because I thought they were going to punt, and they did the quarterback just faked it and ran all the way to the 5-yard line. And a couple plays later, I was able to get the touchdown. They scored. It was just back and forth with Blue Gators just scoring. I mean, North Vermilion. Finally, it was crazy. They finally scored close to the end of the half.
Okay.
So, but AES went on to win that one. Then you're talking about teams on losing streaks. St. Thomas More, 0-3 losing streak. Not 0-3. I'm sorry, 3-game losing streak. I'm sorry.
Tell them the stat that we found out.
The stat was STM hasn't lost 3 games in a row since the 04-05 season.
No, I think we looked back to that. We went that far back, still didn't see it. So it probably goes back even further. This is just kind of an anomaly. What happened in that game though? It's kind of like
so. As soon as I got there, right, it was 8 minutes ago in the second quarter. STM was already up 21-0. I'm like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. Then Bergeron, deep ball to receiver, touchdown.
Yep.
The very next possession for Westgate, first play, threw a pack, picked off. That went into the end zone, and then another touchdown came about right before. I mean, STM was just piling on points. They said they're not going 4 games in a row losing, so they made it essentially a blowout game. So, well, since we already
this guy?
Wait a minute. Since we're already
you ran. That was
crazy.
Kelvin. He helps us out on 1st and 10. He's just a little camera shy.
As soon as I was done talking about
we
my
have our
games,
cameos, though. We're always going to have our cameos. John, tell us about everything.
the one and only.
How was it this week? Tell me how it was.
Great game. I was there for 1 quarter because Acadiana was rolling.
The
First play of the
Wrecking
game, the Wrecking Rams, they were wrecking. First play of the game, Caden DeBetta, deep shot to Russell Babineau, caught. Puts him down inside maybe the 20. Second play of the game, week 4 top play winner, Taden Collins, touchdown run up the left side. And, that's just a 7-0 game. It's homecoming night. Everybody's fired up.
Yep.
What could go wrong from here for Sulphur, the Golden Tours, as they like to call them? A lot could go wrong, actually. So they
actually a lot.
The first play from scrimmage was a pick 6 the other way by the Wrecking Rams. So that's 14-0 in 3 plays already. Then
really?
Yes.
Wow.
And then 3 and out by the Golden Tours on their next possession. Then quarterback, I just said his name, and I don't know why I'm forgetting. DeBetta.
Yeah.
Did he do better?
Yes, he did better.
He did better.
And he ran up the right side for about a 60, 70-yard gain, sets up Tayden Collins again, gets to the outside, another touchdown run, 21-0 at the 8-minute mark. A lot of people are, giving me little comments on my way out, just talking to me, like, oh, it's early night. Yep. But it's 21-0 that quick. Yeah, it's an early night for the crew. And then we got the boys handling the hard work for the rest of the way.
Definitely. I remember seeing DeBetta at the Kiwanis Jamboree. They had the very first play against Como through a touchdown. It was actually, he has a good arm. I didn't realize he could run like that.
He can run. He sees the field. He has the deep shot accuracy, the short game, intermediate throws. Going to be really interesting to see how Acadiana goes the rest of the way. But they're going to enjoy this one and have a good time partying for homecoming on Saturday.
Gotta love to hear that.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I
Baby, as always,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen.
The one and only.
The one and only.
So any other games? I saw one top play that I think is going to win top play. It was that punter who, it was a bad snap. He picked the ball up and ran all the way back for a touchdown. That's something you don't see a lot.
St. Ed's Opelousas Catholic.
I was going to get
top plays this week.
it. Didn't. It should have been.
Yeah, it should have been.
Kelvin shot that. I was going to see if he could talk about it, but he's camera shy.
You saw him peep into the screen, and he just kind of ran out. But he was the one who shot that play, which could have been really a great top play for you guys to actually go and vote on our website. So in case you didn't know,
yeah,
you can vote on top plays.
Guess what else you can vote on? We have some visuals.
Oh, watch this. Let me over a little bit so y'all can see
games.
What's going on.
You can pick one of the 4: Rain at Turlings, Sulphur at Nish, where I was at earlier, Crowley at Iota, Lafayette Christian Academy. They play Lafayette Renaissance Charter Academy. This is going to be the top 4 games of the week. You can vote on that on our website. You can vote on everything else that we always tell you about at the end of our segments. You can go player of the week, play of the week, game of the week, and then athlete of the week, because my boy Jalen always on that.
Oh, it's past athlete of the week was Jaden Chavis from Northwest High School quarterback. And like we've been telling everybody every week, you never know who's going to be our athlete of the week. So keep nominating, because I'm for sure we all see the nomination, and JB can attest to it too. Even though he's over there now, we can attest to it. We all see the nomination. Y'all keep nominating. We're taking these names down. We're taking it seriously. And now you're going to see every week develop. Started off with Candy Shuford from Abbeville, going to Brian Broussard Jr. from STM. Now Jaden Chavis from Northwest. Who's next?
All them touchdowns for STM. Did Brian? How did Brian do? You were at the game, right?
Yeah, so I was there. So I mean, the best thing Brian did was he was on the field the whole game.
Okay. I know he got hurt earlier in the year.
So, but no, the whole defense played great. I mean, they honestly
complete turnaround from the past.
Oh yeah, complete turnaround. Yeah, I even dapped them up a little before I even left. I was like, all right, y'all, you're doing your thing. Y'all are really blowing out Westgate.
And that's what I was seeing for Karen Crow too. Like, they weren't the team that we, like other teams, were seeing the first 4 weeks. Guaranteed. I mean, granted, they were playing really tough teams. Nish, they're not a bad team. They were 3-1 on this season coming into that game. But it was a complete turnaround. I forgot his name, but number 7 on that team. He's the quarterback. Like I said, he's the quarterback, the kicker, punt return, kick return. I think he played defense also. That kid is good. So keep an eye out on him. Keep an eye out on a lot of athletes that are around here in Acadiana. We are a melting pot of great athletes from all different types of sports: football, baseball, basketball, and all the others. So always do that. And then, like I said, if you think you're good enough, or you have someone that is good enough, hit up my boy Jalen for athlete of the week, and he might do a cool little segment for you. So that's always exciting.
Yeah, you just gotta stay tuned. You gotta keep you on your P's and Q's. You just gotta stay tuned to find out. Every Thursday is the athlete of the week. So just keep it right there on our live from Studio 10 at 4:30 newscast. And what's crazy about it, we do have somebody that's actually here that's a part of that 4:30 newscast, but I'm not gonna say any names because he doesn't.
He's coming.
I don't know if he's gonna actually be a
his name. You might know who he is. He's an alumnus of Northside, and
he's our live
his
from
name
Studio
is
10.
The Dalford Jones. Look at the waves. Look at the waves. I saw him on his phone early. He had a video of his waves early. Tell me how everything was this morning. I know you was at the not only you were at a wedding rehearsal, but you were also at
Cattle
At the
Festival this
Cattle
afternoon. Yeah, that was nice. Good time always. The people of Abbeville, they welcome us and show us. I mean, it's like being at home, you know. You're
Mhm.
not in the station. It seems like everywhere we go in this area, people invite us in. They're very
Absolutely.
welcoming, and they feed us great too. That always helps.
That's also true. I can attest for that. Chief
I was
House,
told by someone at one of my games to say hey to you. So there
Okay.
you go. Say,
Yeah.
I'm saying hey.
All right.
All right, y'all. I think that's about it. Once again, game of the week, athlete of the week, player of the week, and
just vote for everything.
just vote for everything.
Yeah, just vote for everything.
and also my birthday's tomorrow. So I mean, if you want to wish me a happy birthday,
hey,
go ahead.
whoop, whoop, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Once
about.
again, y'all, my name's Dawson D'Amico.
And I'm Jalen Cavalier. Thank y'all for tuning in to another week of the First and 10 Post Show.
Tune in next week.